Should you start a business in your teens? Now that's a very good question, and in this video I'm going to break it down for you so that you can see for yourself if this is something that you want to do or not. I'm going to ask you a question and I need you to be very honest with this. What is your motive to wanting to start a business? What is the motive behind this? Is it because you want to make as much money as possible? Is it because you want to be free from your 9-to-5 job? Is it because you actually have a passion for starting a business or having a passion on the entrepreneurship aspect? The reason why I ask this is because there are a lot of videos on YouTube that are saying, okay, start this business and make £1,000, etc. a month, etc. Right? Fine, cool. And people are watching that, and this is why you're messaging me as well, because you think that this is the way to go. My friend, these are people that are just trying to get views. These are people that are just giving you ideas. They're not telling you the struggles, the hardships, the challenges of you starting this business. Do you even know how difficult it is to start a business and make it run for a long time? It's very, very difficult. Now, if you want to start a business because you want to get experience and try different things, fine, fair enough, kudos, do it. There's nothing wrong there. But if you're doing this for the wrong reasons, I'm telling you this, you're going to be moving from one place to another, one place to another. For example, if you want to start a business because you want to make as much money as possible, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way, but that will be short-lived. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. There's going to be a lot of times, and this is guaranteed, where things are not going to work. You're trying different things out and it's not working. The revenue is not happening. You're making losses. The profit margins are not going to where you want it to be. And because you are chasing money, the motivation for you to carry on is going to be very, very low. So when things don't go the way you thought was going to go, you are going to give up. Because your motivation for you starting the business is something externally motivated as opposed to intrinsically motivated, right? You're chasing something that is external. You're chasing money. Do you really think that's gonna last? When I started my business, right, it wasn't for the money. I started my business because my circumstance, I was working the corporate world, investment banking. I didn't like what I was doing and I needed something different. I needed to change my circumstances. Right? It came from an intrinsic perspective. It didn't come from, oh, I want to chase money. I want to make £1 million. Or it didn't come from that. It came from, I do not like my situation. I need to do something different. I need to change my circumstance because I do not want to live the rest of my life like this. Which means, okay, let me go into business. What can I do? How can I give value? And this is where I was thinking, okay, if I'm good at maths and I want to teach maths and I want to teach maths to all these students and parents and help them out, what value do I bring? I need to think about them. The business is about them. It's not about me. It's about me giving value to them. If I was chasing money, I guarantee you I would have given up a long time ago. But for me, money, I didn't think about money. I was like, I want to give value and I want to be the best I can be in this field, in my craft. That is it. My circumstances were not good. I wanted to make a change and I wanted to start something different and I wanted to carry this along, a long-term process. Not a quick fix, 2 years, 5 years thing and say, okay, this is it. You need to ask yourself that question because it's very easy to get influenced by watching all these videos where they say, okay, do this idea and make this amount of money per month. Do this business and make this amount of money per month. But I guarantee you, if you're watching it from there and you're going to start the business, you are going to fail and you're going to move from something else. You're not going to last. You're going to give up. I guarantee you that because that is external. You're looking at something externally and saying, okay, I'm going to do this. You're not looking internally. It's an intrinsic, right? You have to look at, okay, what do I want to do? Forget the videos. Forget these business ideas. Forget starting this up. What do you want to do? Don't come and say to me saying like, oh, I want to start this business idea. Do you even know what you're doing? You're looking at another person's video and say, okay, he's doing this or she's doing this, so I'm going to do it the same thing. You have no idea. You're just following people like the sheep. That's what you are. You are a sheep. And I know this sounds harsh, but it's the harsh truth. These people are doing it for the views. When you start a business, right, you have to look at it from this perspective. What problem is currently happening in the marketplace? How can I solve that problem? What can I do? Right? What kind of solution and value can I bring to the marketplace so that this problem can be solved? Not looking at it from like, oh, I want to make this amount of money. That's a rubbish excuse. Actually, in a way, it's a pathetic excuse as well, actually. I'll say like that, yeah. Because, what, you really think money is going to buy you happiness? No, money gives you freedom. But after a certain level, when you have the freedom, okay, what next? What, you're going to buy your houses, your cars and all that stuff? Okay, cool, and then what next? You need that. You need to have a purpose. And that purpose comes from inside you, right? And it needs to be deeper. It needs to be bigger than you. If you're starting a business, if you're going to do this thing, the vision has to be bigger than you. So you need to understand what you're trying to achieve here. Because if you're going left and right because you hear people saying this and that, listen, you're going to be like the wave, right? You're going to be like a wave going left and right, having no clue where you're going, listening to this, listening to that, which means you are getting moved so easily that you just have no direction in life. If you have a passion for business and you actually really want to do that, listen, fair play. This video is not for you. You got it. Cool. But if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, where it's like, okay, money, 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 or you're seeing what everyone else is doing it, or what's this called? FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. So you feel like you need to be in that as well. Listen, man, that is so short-lived, man. That is so short-lived. And there's no substance in that. It's very, very weak. If you want to do it because you want to get freedom from your 9-to-5 job, okay, fine. You work your 9-to-5 job and you build a business on the side. And a lot of people have done that, and a lot of people do that. Fine, fair play, no problem. But you got to be consistent, and you got to keep going through even when things go hard. People don't want to do that. You want it the easy way. You want it quick. You want quick results. You're not going to last, man. So when you're thinking about starting a business, you really need to ask yourself, where is this coming from? Am I getting influenced by someone? Okay, if I'm getting influenced by a certain person, let me look at this person. What exactly are they telling me? Does it resonate? Does it make me feel something inside here? Forget the money. Stop chasing money. Chase a need. Chase a problem. And if you're able to solve the problem and you're able to give value, the money will come. You don't need to worry about that. I didn't worry about money because for me, I was like, I need to provide value. That's my number one thing. I didn't care about the money. Okay? I said, if I can't provide value to the customers, to my clients, if I can't provide value, I do not deserve money. That's how I looked at it. If I can't provide real value to them, I do not deserve money. I do not deserve an income. I do not deserve revenue. I have to provide value. I have to provide value to the best of my abilities to make sure that they are able to take something from it. That's how I looked at it. People don't look at it like that. You just want the money. What do you mean you want the money? You haven't achieved anything. Go and get experience. Go and understand how the real world works. Go and understand how a business works. People these days are like, oh, I want to make so much money. I want to do this. Listen, it's just, to me, I laugh at this because it's like people that say this stuff have no experience whatsoever, have not even gone through hardships in how even a business works, going through the challenges of the business, the sine wave of a business where things sometimes go right and then things go terribly wrong and then picking yourself back up. They haven't gone through that. They think that it's so easy. And I understand why, because you're seeing all these videos and these videos are just telling you the success. They're not even telling you the hardships or the struggles. So that when people actually do this within the 6-7 months or even 12 months, they see how hard it is and then they give up and then go and do something else. That is why you will never be successful, because you just do one thing and you don't spend so much time on it and you just think, okay, because it's not working, you're moving on to something else. You keep moving from one place to another as opposed to focusing on something for a prolonged period of time. People don't do that. My craft, I spent a lot of time. I didn't think about anything else. I didn't do anything else. My craft was to start this Maths Academy, teach maths, make sure that they understand how do I teach the psychology. So now it gets to a stage where if even someone has a wrong answer, I don't even need to go there. I know exactly where they went wrong. And they're like, how'd you do that? I'm like, because I perfected my craft. I perfected my craft. I look at the facial expression. I can see what they feel, how they feel. And just from that, I know what to say. That is perfecting your craft. Me teaching the maths, I don't use books. I don't use books. It's all from here. Why? I perfected my craft. A lot of the people, students, parents say, okay, wow, you're teaching things that, even the school teachers can't even teach properly. Cool, fine. I'm not saying the teachers are bad. No problem. I'm not even saying that. But that's because I perfected my craft and I went all in. Right? My reasons to start a business was because I did not like my circumstances. It came intrinsically. It didn't come from any external factors. I didn't look at anyone else doing something else or anything like that. I didn't do that. It was something internal, which meant that I knew when shit goes hard, and it will go hard, I will still be able to plow through, because that motivation was from myself. It was inside. It wasn't from someone else. If you're getting motivation from someone else and thinking that you're going to be able to go through the challenges of the business, you won't. You'll give up because it's not internal. It has to come from here. So when you're thinking about starting a business, ask yourself that question and be honest, ruthlessly honest with yourself. Even if you say it's for the money, that's no problem. That's fine, no problem. Most people will say that. But then you have to look at it as like, okay, if it's for the money, is it sustainable? Am I really going to last? You won't. And if you want, it's like, okay, cool. Maybe I should pivot and I try different things. Maybe try different thing that isn't really so much about the money right now. It's about because I enjoy it, I want to do it, I want to give value, and then I'll focus on the money after. If you're doing it because you need money, okay, fair enough. But again, for me, the way I look at it is value is a lot higher. You need to provide value. If you're not able to provide value, the money won't come. So have a think about that. Have a real think about that, because I believe that this will clear a lot of your doubts, a lot of the questions that you have before you come and, message me and saying, okay, I want to start this and do this, and what do I do? Everything starts from zero. When are you going to start? Peace.